So my name is Michael Putnam. I've been going to CF for about 2 years now, and I have a something in this bag that's very important to me. One of the things that my grandma used to tell me as a kid is that you have to appreciate life when it's there because you don't know when it's gonna go. I've lost people that are close to me throughout my life, ones that I hold on dear till this day that I can remember. So I wanted to talk about somebody very important to me, which is my cat.
Oh.
Anakin was his name. He was a tabby cat with a big fluffy tail, the most adorable cat that you could ever see. We got him back in 2015 when we moved into our house in Marion Oaks, my wife and I. Just fell in love with him right away, adopted him for free, took care of him. He lived with us every day of his life. We took him places. We took him to, to the park. We would take him to her mom's house to go spend time with the other cats as well. So he's always loved. He had a lot of attention. Well, unfortunately, a couple of months ago, I was leaving for work. My cat goes outside. Usually he goes over the car, so sometimes he gets out. He gets out when you turn the car on. But for some reason, he did not get out this time. So unfortunately, on that day, I ended up running him over. Was taking my daughter to daycare over here at CF and saw that he had gotten injured. And I went to try to go find him because he kind of ran off. And at that point, I just knew something was going on, so I messaged my wife, let her know what was going on, and I was panicking because I didn't know what to do with that moment. I looked over in the woods and he was laying down, wasn't doing too good, bleeding at the mouth. It's pretty horrible to see. And I took him to the vet, Airport Road, which my wife met me on. And as I was taking him there, I was making sure to try to wipe the blood from his face, and he licked me. So at that moment, I knew, even though he knew what I did, that I had caused him to be going through this pain, that he still loved me. That moment, he knew that, I guess, it was his time. So took him to the vet. They said there was nothing they could do. We ended up putting him down. One of the hardest days probably of my life. I've dealt with loss continuous throughout my life. I lost my father at the age of 9. I lost my son a couple years ago, and I lost my cat. My son's still one of the hardest. My son is the hardest one that I've lost. But I feel like I could have prevented this. I blame myself almost every single day. And that made me realize a lot of people blame themselves for issues that they could have prevented. Everybody's in a rush every single day. They try to hurry up, go out to work because they're going late. Had I waited and actually went earlier, would I have checked another car instead of just pulling out? Would he still be here? That's questions I ask myself. But then I realized, even though that happened, that he still loved us. He enjoyed all those moments that he had with us. And it's what I would say, very, very overwhelming to know that just because he was with us for so long, he was part of the family. So it just hurt as much as losing someone that you really did care about. But I miss him every day, and it really bothers me, to be honest with you. But I say that life's precious. You gotta enjoy it every moment of the way. You don't know when it's gonna be taken away from you. I'll leave you with that.
Oh. I love cats.